20 dips in a sprinter.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Denver Broncos. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
Start.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
The rushing numbers down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go. Showing. Now Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. From the 41. Here's second down and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Down.
Ritter on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Broncos 0. Young Way Good to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner, or you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Vision. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Broncos at 6-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way, and then go for the big finish.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after 1.
Broncos nothing.
Third down and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Ritter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Couple of anxious seconds there. Probably felt like an eternity to him. That ball's tipped up into the end zone. And once it goes up there, you know it could be anybody's football at that point. Pretty lucky that one fell to the ground harmlessly.
Ready?
Going play action. Ritter. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first-half lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Come on, set.
2nd and 9.
Slide through. Check, huh?
Working from the gun, Ritter. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Hey, go period. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Blue strike. Hut, hut.
Ritter from the gun. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back